ya every morning.
Yes, indeed. Once again, it's on.
Black, we black, we black.
Yes, indeed, in full effect. And this is the Think Champs. Yes, indeed. I'm Ross Izes, your host, and my main man.
Rebel with a cause.
You done know what it is. And we got my man also, Kenwadu.
I'm Kenwadu in the building.
Some God is sense.
Some got it sense. Yep.
So yeah, we gonna take it there. We gonna take it there. We thankful for all checking in, first and foremost. Big up to all black entrepreneurs. We got to make sure we supporting them. We got to protect them, keep them flowing, because they doing great works for us out there. We talking about a black man by the name of Freddie Figures tonight, black people. Yeah, y'all need to check in and tune in to Freddie Figures, because this black man here has put out a powerful weapon in our hand, which is the new black cell phone, y'all. It's called the Figures 3. All right? Yeah. So, we thankful. Because the end of the day is we can't spend all our money out our pocket on other people's product. You know what I mean? We got to get to the point is we spending most of our money with our own, buying our own products. That's how we going to win. And, yo, I don't know if y'all can see this box from way there right now, but this is what the phone come in, y'all. This is what the phone come in. So when you get a Figures phone come to your house, it look like this, you know what I mean? 8 pounds, you know. 8 pounds of solid weight the black man pushing through there, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Literally. You know what I'm saying? You move it through there and it's fully equipped. It's just not a phone, y'all. This thing is giving you everything fully factory included. Like I'm telling you, like, first and foremost, I don't get paid for doing this for Mr. Figures, you know what I'm saying? I just am a supporter of anything black people do and they put their heart and passion into, you know what I'm saying? So I big up to Mr. Figures for what he put out for us right here. This man put out an awesome phone. This phone is faster than any of y'all computer at home. This phone is faster than any phone on the market. You know what I mean? The black man put it out, making sure you have the highest, greatest technology in your hand. And it ain't a white person who did it. See, they don't give him no props. You don't see, you don't hear, we don't know about Freddie Figures, you know what I mean? We don't hear that this black man has created a phone. And he didn't go, beautiful thing about it, the black man didn't go to China and just purchase a Chinese phone. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And put his name on it. You okay? This black man formed this patent. You know what I mean? He patented this phone himself and he built it. You know what I mean? So, and he designed it for us the way we need it. This thing is fully AI equipped. I'm talking about, this thing finishing sentences for me, bro.
You just got yours today,
You know
right?
what I'm saying? Yo, I was so thankful for this product. And you know, again, I'm gonna tell you the truth, I'm gonna have to get another one too. Just so the simple fact is, I want, you know what I'm saying, my wife to have one too, because we need to be rocking this black man phone. You know what I'm saying? We need to have this in our products, because at the end of the day is, it's better than any phone out there, and it's cheaper. Okay, all this in this box, right? You get all this right now for $4.99, right? But now he got it so black is that you put in a code, right? And he take $25 off of that. So it becomes $4.74, right? By just putting in a code saying God's love. God's love. That's the code, you know. The black man put the code as God's love. You can knock $25 off just for knowing God's love.
That's fine.
You see what I'm saying? Yo, that's big up and much respect. You know what I'm saying, to Mr. Figures. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna go into it because we ain't even bust the box yet. You know what I'm saying? But when you first open this thing, right? When you first open this thing, right? It come with a book, right? This is the first part of it. Hold the mic real quick. It come with a book, right?
I want to get that other shot.
Yo, check this out. We gonna catch it. Look at this here now. The black man. All right? We are bigging up a black man that's not known to most people, you know what I mean? But he's doing a great job out here for us as a people. Now, the brother said his product now, just as it is, he up to $62 million his company is worth right now. $62 million his company's worth right now, right? But now let's do the numbers on once we start purchasing the brother phone.
Yeah.
Right.
The brother's also immediately a billionaire. Once we come out our pocket and support this brother's product, he's a billionaire. You know what I mean? Right now, we the only people stopping this man from his full progress and his full potential. You understand? Because this is not only the one thing he put out too. You know what I'm saying? We seen the video, right?
Right.
Yo, the black man put out what? Cell phone. He also put out
TV.
a television.
He invented a suit GPS for his father that had dementia that used to wander off. So he invented a suit GPS for them instances so he wouldn't lose track of his loved one. Brother's a genius.
A genius, man, a genius, because them type of things we ain't really representing in this days and time. We're not seeing the greatness of a black man's potential and what he's capable of doing. You know what I mean? We worshiping all these other people like they doing something great for us. This man has built a cell phone that's dual chipped. This is a universal phone. You can take this joint overseas and it still work.
Global phone.
The global phone, the real global phone.
Shout out Freddie.
Yo, shout him out. And in the day, check this out. The phone is waterproof. Did y'all hear that? The phone is waterproof.
God's love.
Yo, the thing come with earphones, right? He don't call it headphones or earphones, whatever they call it. He call them F plugs. We got the F buds. You know what I'm saying?
Man, look at that.
The package is sick. The package is sick.
You might even get a camera shot.
Watch what the black man saying to us, man. He give you a little card too when you first open it, you know what I'm saying, for supporting him. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Look at this thing here. You see how it's coming?
Royal, man.
You see how this thing coming? Hold the microphone.
That's luxury. It's black luxury.
Yo, this thing is packed, yo.
Okay.
I mean, it's snug tight in there too, so you can't lose nothing. Ain't nothing getting broken. A box in a box. A box in a box.
When it's way out.
Come on. Stay focused, people.
Jury status.
A box in a box. Why we don't know about Mr. Freddie Figures, y'all? Why we don't know about Freddie Figures, but we know about all these other people's phones? This is where the phone come in. When you bust the joint, when you bust the box,
Commercial. Same commercial they got in the AT&T store, and you get it in your box.
you see how
Yeah.
futuristic the black man is?
Yeah.
Yo,
Man.
yo, give him his props. Mr. Figures.
He figured it out.
He figured it out.
That's what
Oh,
he did. He doing
yes,
a
he
bigger
did.
phone, these little phones.
Hold on, check
bad
this
right
out. Check this out. So look, I lift this part
That's
off of
bad
the box,
right
right?
Yeah.
We just going in the box, right? Check this. I lift this off the box. Inside here, the gift that keeps giving.
Wish I could see
The
this.
case comes in here for the phone.
Okay.
That's just the case for the phone.
Gotta be Roy.
Look at this box, blue. Red, right? That's a charger. Got the charger in there so you can charge your stuff up. You got two chargers. One charger is just for this. We put the mic up. You gotta hold the mic up though. Yeah. So, oh yeah, boom. Yeah, it's so live in there, right?
Party, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Contain that party. Shout out to Freddie.
You know what I'm saying? Shout him out big.
Thank you for the party, man.
Salute, Mr. Figures. So this right here is a charger. Right here is a house charger. You can use that, right? But it come with two chargers. That's just one. I'm gonna bust the box one more time. Boom. Next one in the box, right? What's them there? Them is headphones, right?
Nice.
Headphones that plug into the computer, right? To the phone, right? But now we got another one that's totally the earbuds. That's these right here, the F buds. This is totally wireless. So you get in the ones you plug in, then you get in the wireless
that.
joints. And the
All
wireless
that.
joints is so futuristic, yo. The wireless joints is waterproof. The wireless earbuds, F buds is waterproof, yo.
So you in the shower with them, like really getting busy, like if you had to.
Then it come with the smart wireless charger. So this is a wireless smart charger. Yo, you want to see something hot? Check this out, right? Check this out. Watch this black man do it. Watch this black man do it.
Oh, yeah.
Watch what the black man do it. You see that, right? Well, look at that. It's a
Oh,
clock.
yeah, it's a clock.
It's a clock, too. On real time. Yeah. The man got it
Yeah.
set actually 10 minutes ahead because he 10 minutes ahead of everybody. Hey, man, 10 minutes ahead on the clock. Ooh, the black man did it. So my point again, people, why are we supporting these people?
Right.
Why are we spending all our money and all our time with these slow phones? So you bought an iPhone, right? It costs you about $1,000. They give you a big fat book, and they give you a weak charger, and everything else is on the wall.
Yeah.
A big fat book. You know what I mean? And they say you want any accessories, they on the wall over there. That's gonna cost you about another $1,000. And we
Yeah.
buying into this thing.
Yeah.
But yet, this phone is faster than them people's phone. They don't want us to know that neither. That the Freddie Figures phone is the most high-tech phone on the market right now the black man put out. So we're going to end that on that segment right there for right now. We're going to get back to Mr. Figures, but I just had to let y'all know what time it is so y'all can go out there literally and support a black product. Because this thing need to be bought, y'all, I promise you. One thing we need to be doing is supporting this product. You know what I mean? Because it's worth it for one, and we did it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main reasons right there alone that we should be supporting this product. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, for real, for real. Hold on to him, right?
Yeah, I'm getting mine Saturday.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm coming.
There's no doubt.
We
And
gotta
it's quick
support.
delivery, too.
Few days.
Yeah, it was like 2 days. It was
Nice,
there.
nice. Freddie Figures, y'all look him up. I don't know, IG, Twitter, Facebook. Freddie Figures. Everybody support, man. We really want to make him a billionaire. It's not a
Yes, sir.
game.
For real, for real.
We all need to support him.
And that's all he needs is our support. He already a billionaire. We just got to make it a reality.
Show the
By
phone.
supporting him.
Actually, just show him the phone.
Oh, all they got to pull up on the website is Figures Wireless.
Figures Wireless.
Yeah, all you got to do is pull up on your phone, tap your screen and tap Figures Wireless. Figures Wireless. This the phone right here. Highly, highly advanced, nice piece of material. The thing, yo, the colors on it is amazing. The videos is major clear. And on top of that, the way it be moving so fast, you know what I mean? Going from one thing to the next. I called the Uber on it. I called the Uber on it, right? And the Uber came less than 1 minute. Literally, we was all here, I pressed the screen, and the Uber was a minute away. Everything just popped up, bang, the driver, everything. On the little iPhone, I'm sitting there just watching the thing reel. They give me a minute plus. Nothing didn't come through. Then a minute gone, they still ain't come through with a ride. This thing here, immediately, I'm thinking to the fact that Freddie Figures getting the faster rides. So, because he getting a faster signal, so he picking up the rides faster than they are.
We know the companies slow down the speed so you pay more. So that little trick, he probably don't got on his phone.
He ain't got the phone. Them like a
So
trick
you
on
getting
there.
the real speed. This probably, we gotta look this up to see if that's real.
Yeah, man. And the box is real leather, too. Ain't even fake leather
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
coming, you know. Man spending money,
Premium,
you know.
premium.
So he ain't giving you no cheap stuff, you know. But y'all gonna love the product, I promise you. All you
Yeah,
gotta do is
yeah.
purchase it and see the realness of it, because it's doing major things right now. I'm loving it. Like, honestly, I had an iPhone, and the thing was moving so slow, it stagnated a lot of my work. You know what I mean? Because I couldn't get enough things done because the thing took too long to accomplish one thing. With this phone, you can literally multitask. You can have more than one screen open at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Where you can literally be watching something and working and moving on something, answering calls, all kind of things. The headphones connect to the phone, right?
Oh, don't talk about that.
They connect to the phone that actually now you can actually speak to someone in different languages because it translates for you. I'm gonna leave the master phone at that.
Yeah. Yo, big up Freddie
Yo,
Figures,
big him
man.
up, Freddie
Black
Figures,
power.
man. The Figures Wireless, the F3.
Yes.
That's what's
We gonna
poppin'.
come back to that. But yeah, we gonna just move over to our next brother, Kenwadu, the president of Sun Goddess Sense. Him and his wife Shelly. They got powerful products, and we just want to get to know them a little more. So introduce yourself and let us know about the products and everything.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah, like, first of all, I want to, give thanks to y'all for having me on the show, man. I already know y'all good people. Y'all real, and I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Black power. First of all, like you said, I'm president of Sun Goddess Sense. My wife's name is Shelly Amisette. She's the founder, CEO of Sun Goddess Sense. Yeah, we do everything on a natural tip as far as natural shea butters, scented shea butters, essential oils, natural hair hydrated butters, sugar scrubs, everything on a natural tip, natural toothpaste, Palo Santo sticks, sage. She always creating. We have our own hand sanitizer, scented as well. You know what I'm saying? We sell things like, that's good for you, like sea moss. I mix it myself, moringa, black seed oils, and anything on a natural tip, scented, and anything that's healthy for us. We have it. We do it. And you can find us on IG at sungoddess_sense. Once again, I appreciate y'all, brothers, and I love y'all, and I love what y'all doing, man.
Man, give thanks.
That's right. That's right.
Appreciate you coming out, man.
That's
Appreciate
right.
what you do,
Anytime.
man.
That's right.
Also, your T-shirts is banging too,
Oh,
man.
yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
mention that
Oh,
too,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
I love your T-shirts,
Yeah, man. I
man.
appreciate y'all
Sure.
brothers supporting me on that. For the T-shirts, we have Pro Black with the black brown fist up in the air. All various colors and sizes. We also had the Black African T-shirts. Black African. You can find our T-shirts and products on Facebook. You can also go to Sun Goddess Sense on Facebook and find everything I mentioned on both of them pages. And if you want to personally hit me up, you can contact me at 470-798-8527, and my name is Kenwadu. There you have it.
Man, good thanks, man.
That's right.
For real. Yes, indeed.
A few questions about your products. Let's get into it a little. A few more minutes. What's some of the ingredients you guys use? Like in all of the products,
Okay,
Okay,
the shea butters, of course, shea butters use vitamin E, grapeseed oil, olive oil, and a few other natural contents that she uses, like for sugar scrubs. She has the hair hydration butter, and any scent, she uses mix it with her essential oils and stuff. And I think that's and you should check out her the bath salts, man. Eucalyptus bath salts. She has citrus bath salts, and man, a lot of ingredients in it. Like I said, everything is on the natural tip, and it's healthy for you. The shea butter and the cocoa butter and everything we use is healthy for you.
Well,
Now, I used to be.
Let me speak on
Yeah,
that
go
real
ahead.
quick. Because health is wealth right now,
That's right. That's right.
The wealthy got all the money, but they ain't healthy.
That's right. That's
So,
right.
they sick in quarantine at this very moment,
Yeah.
just from not being healthy. You
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying?
That's
So
right.
we got to realize that health is our greatest wealth. You know what I mean? To be actually healthy how we are, you know what I'm saying? And then you check even in this time, right? Just think about in this time how many black people, because, I deal with the juice bar and things like that, has actually been detoxing and cleansing themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't been like a little bit of number. You know what I'm saying? It's been a big number of people before this even jumped off.
That's right. Yeah.
On that wave.
Just on that wave to had people been fasting for like 7 days, doing all kind of fastings. You know what I'm saying? Because the mindset we thinking. We thinking. We thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Just like I said, like the sea moss, we need to be putting this stuff in our bodies anyway, to boost our immune system and stuff, and eliminate some of the mucus in our body.
Toxins,
So toxins and everything. So everything is on the healthy tip. So all this stuff that's going on. I'm not scared of none of this, man.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
It ain't about that.
It ain't
For
That's
real.
right.
Because, like I said, we got to just remain healthy. As long as we taking healthy things in our system and on our bodies, you know what I'm saying, we doing the right thing. Because you got to remember, our ancient ways as Africans always was cleanly people. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, we always lived by rivers and springs. You know what I'm saying? This is how we live. We didn't live inland where there was no running water. If so, we actually dig wells, you know what I mean, where we found water in the land. You know what I'm saying? But it's coming from some spring source somewhere. You know what I mean? This is how we originally moved. So we stayed clean. We even taught other nations how to cleanse themselves. You know what I'm saying? So when it get down to it again, I guarantee it's going to be an African. I guarantee it's going to be an African that's going to come up with the pattern and clear for this thing here. Because you know, say Africa's still clear. And whatever people got, they knocking it out, quarantining them up, healing them up, and sending them up on the next flight up out of there. Because they making sure they ain't going to keep staying there. You know what I'm saying? So it's getting to the point now is that we waking up and really having to really defend for ourselves because we want to live. We can't live beside the enemy anymore. You know what I'm saying? The enemy line has really been drawn. You know what I mean? We fighting different enemies. You know what I'm saying? The enemy they fighting now is what they call an invisible enemy. You know what I'm saying? Their enemy is invisible. You see how great the Most High is? They can't even see it to fight it. They can't bomb it. Huh? They can't destroy it. Huh? So we in a time right now where the wealth don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? All the money you have, celebrities getting it too, so they say. So they say, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they came with Magic Johnson too.
He claimed that too.
You remember Magic claimed that he had AIDS? Magic's still healthier than most people walking right now. Right? And he got the check for that. Don't think he came and promoted that and then get paid for that. Right? So he was the first one that they used way back then to promote, you know what I'm saying, the AIDS thing, so we jumped aboard on that. You know what I mean?
He helped him take Harlem too.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot of things. Atlanta too. But point is just saying that just because the boss is sick, don't mean we sick. Just because the boss' house is burning down, don't mean my house is burning down. You know? Malcolm told you this long time ago. You know what I'm saying? And this is how he represented and showed you who was the house nigga from the field nigga. You know? And a lot of y'all just loving to be house niggas since Obama. Black people have jumped on the house nigga tip like it's the thing to be right now. So a real man, which is the field Negro, because the real man always been the field Negro. I don't know if they forgot. You know what I'm saying? Who really was real, you know what I'm saying? But the field Negro was the realest, and we was there making sure if Master House burned down, we was going to let it burn. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We wasn't going to try to put it out.
We was going to pray for them plans.
You know what I mean? So if Master sick, what the house boy say? House niggas say, we sick, boss?
That's right. Yep.
We sick, boss? Huh? So just because the boss sick don't mean we sick. You know what I mean? Our sickness is a different sickness, like I told you. Our sickness is a communication sickness right now. You know what I'm saying? That's our sickness right now. We got to get our whole relationship tighter again. You know what I mean? As a unit, as a people. You know what I mean? Yeah, by following the right leaders instead of just being a follower. Yeah. Leave it there. Let me burn this spliff here. Yeah, man. So you done, man? Yeah, gotta do that.
Go to intro.
Yeah, peace and bless. I gotta introduce my man, checking in. Yes, indeed. And the thing is, knowledge is power. You know what I mean? So let knowledge be born. You know what I mean? Let's say that again. Let's say that again for them, man, because they need to hear these positive, you know what I'm saying, sounds. But knowledge is power, so let knowledge be born. All right? Yeah. So we living now. We living with the true and living God. We about to build right now. Peace to all gods and goddesses out there. We got a #1 God right here in Atlanta by the name of Diligence, my #1 homeboy from way black. You know what I mean? And I'm thankful to see him coming, doing his thing, and bringing this information. Yes, indeed. Peace and blessings, my brethren. You done know, King.
Peace, King. You know, peace and blessings. Peace, everybody. Peace to the guys. Peace to Think Champs for having me tonight. Peace to Think Champs for, bringing this information to the community, keeping it real. You know what I mean? Just for being pillars, because that's necessary right now at this time, man. Regardless, at all times. I want to share a few thoughts with y'all on some things, considering, personal benefit and personal growth. Because I know, and I'll put it as a question, but sometimes, sometimes I'm sure I'm not the only person to ask myself, why don't I have, more? Or not even why that I don't have more, but just that feeling that we deserve more. You know what I mean? Just sometimes you feel like, man, just, you know what I mean? Even though we're very grateful for what we got, but sometimes you just feel like we deserve more, like the way the game is set. Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Right. So, and a lot of times in asking those type of questions, we really seeking answers to these things, whether we voice it or not. Like, these type of things are conscious and always on our minds. So, so tonight I'm gonna share some information, on like one of these things, just dealing with, personal growth and development. But in situations, where you're dealing with multiple factors, primarily things that you cannot control, the wisest and most efficient thing to do is to focus on things that you do have 100% control of, to alter or modify them to your benefit. Ancient wisdom is we cannot control everything that happens around us, never at any one particular time. You can't control everything that goes on around you. But, our God-given will, 100% creates our ability to respond. Literally or figuratively. This is our only sentiment or effort that we control solely. Response. Some could be, I'm not going to say nothing right now. Or, it's not my concern, and I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got no response. Well, silence is acquiescence in law, meaning of your silence will be or could be construed as an admission of guilt, or simply that of consensus, like, you was with that, homie. You was with that. So your response is necessary yet vital, because this is truly what defines you. It's no time to be scared and panicking to the point of no action. I mean, how much sense is it going to make whether things continue to go downhill, or if this shit is over in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, even 3 months from now, and all you did was sit and panic and worry and not really get much done because we too busy speculating, what's going to happen next. One thing we do have control over is the way we spend our money. And this is mega important. I'm talking about the most important thing. Yes, indeed, spending money has more power than the average person knows, and it's not just necessarily the spending of the money, but how you spend the money is what's key. Let's look at it in the spirit of proper financial behavior, which by default is synonymous with good or great personal credit. So in other words, somebody just paying their bills on time is going to have a good face card, and they're going to have good credit 9 times out of 10, just by paying their bills on time. So let's ask this. What's credit? Credit or credit worthiness is the ability of a customer to receive goods or service before payment based on the trust that the bill will be paid later. Of course, it's a bit more to it. How do I get credit? How do I establish credit? That's a great question. There's a million, billion gurus or people online, YouTube, everywhere, anywhere. You can look, billboard signs on the buses, everybody talking. Or speaking on, having some ways or even platform programs to help a person gain or establish credit or either repair your credit, etc. Credit, whether you know it or not, is how nations, corporations, any system of commerce utilizes the credit structure one way or another, In fact, credit systems have been implemented as far as back as the ancient times, like bartering. Typically, every successful business uses credit in some form to operate. So how's your credit? 3 out of 5 people either have low to no credit. For credit to be such an essential thing, it's real peculiar that all the years in school, we're never taught how to use and grow credit in school or at home. I know I wasn't. Well, today, I'm going to show you some easy steps to truly building your personal credit up in a short period of time, not just because of the coronavirus situation that we facing, but in general practice. The best thing that it doesn't consist of doing any major work. Just light work will get you a 600 to a 700 credit score without hassle. And having great personal credit is an awesome thing for too many reasons to name, mainly because it puts you in a position that on paper you can guarantee things. Simply because you showed and proved by paying all your bills on time, now you have power, real power, financial power that can unlock the door that puts you directly on your path to financial freedom. Now, before I even get started getting too deep, I already know just based off what I said, I already made a lot of red flags pop up just because certain keywords mentioned, and granted, as it should, I want for your antennas to be up right now. Because these next jewels I'm about to drop, you know what I'm saying, is worthy as that. Now, let's take a few steps back real fast. Remember, I stated that spending money is very important. In fact, the most important thing. Not necessarily how much money you spend, yet how you spend it. To make things real easy, what if I told you every time you spent a dime, whether it was for a pack of blunts or a pack of diapers, you should and you could be receiving personal credit that ultimately just boosts your credit score. But I'm talking every single purchase, every time, every dime. This is the spending power I was referring to earlier. I can and I will show you how to have perfect credit in the shortest of time, which one, it puts you in a position to, again, as early stated, where you have the power to guarantee things on paper, which is key to the information that the elitists do not want you to know. In fact, they will rather do a whole lot of things than for the average man to understand the key little pieces of information that tie into having the availability to guarantee things on paper. The proper term is personal guarantor. That's for business credit. In my opinion, the only purpose for having good personal credit is to be a personal guarantor to establish business credit. Only shortly after then, to never use personal credit cards or any type of personal credit for any of your transactions, only business credit, each and every time. This is how the elite get down. You see? So now, the one thing, how do you start? Well, whether you have a credit card or not, the first thing that I suggest for you to do is to get a secured credit card. So that way, you're going to be guaranteed to get this card because it's based on you putting a deposit of $250, $200, something like that, and the credit card company usually matches that. But now what you have is you have a secure credit card, a form of payment in which all of your transactions, like I said, whether you're buying a pack of blunt or anything, you would do that on that secure credit card. And then only time you would make a purchase is when you have money. Just like, you know, whether you're going to pay your phone bill or whether you're going to pay your light bill, something that you know you're going to pay every month. So you're not creating expenses. You know, you're paying the same stuff that you pay every time. You going into the same stores that you buy every time, but instead of spending with cash or your debit card, you use that secure card, and then you pay that back. And you just follow this simple step for 2-3 months, you're gonna see your credit score shoot up like in the first, even though I don't want to just tell you this like to how you gas, but in the first 30, 60 days, you're gonna see a difference. And the main thing you do is you get a Credit Karma. It's free, and that way you can monitor all the action, because you're gonna have fun sitting back watching your thing jump up like that, and you're gonna be shocked to see how it moves astronomically just from doing this for a couple months. So now imagine doing it for 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Because now keep in mind, we all been paying our bills for the last however many years we've been living. But now listen, why haven't we been taught this in schools?
That's why the school shut down right now.
That's why the school, because it ain't been really, because we've been taught literally for us to be tools and slaves to this financial system. That's why I stated earlier that the elitists would rather, you know, I didn't even say what they would rather do, but they'd rather do a lot of things than for the average man, you and myself, to understand this information, because this information justifies that it's not a black or white thing, it's a rich and poor thing.
Yes, indeed. That's what it is.
You see? And then now the thing is, like I said, you only, like basically like this. Okay, for instance, myself. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about credit. Because I ask how people credit is myself. I have a 773. Okay? But now, I mentioned 4 years. What's the thing with 4 years? Well, 4 years, I pull up my Credit Karma right now just to show and prove, because we're about showing and proving. It's not about nothing else. But, you know, I'll pull it up, but just to show that I have trade lines where it says I haven't made a late payment in like 4 years, 4.5 years, as long as I've had them. So why, if I don't never made one late payment, and they got it right here on the Credit Karma, let me pull it up now so there's too much reference. You know, so if they got it right here that I never made one late payment, so why I don't have an 800? because the way credit work is like, even when you got good credit or so-called perfect credit, because you paying all your debtors and all that, all your creditors on time, you still, just by utilizing your credit, they punish you. How much sense do that make? That's double dipping. So you mean to tell me I don't got no late payments, but because I'm using $2,000 of my credit, I swipe a credit card because I want to go do something for my family or do something for myself, like positive, I've been making all my payments, now you're going to make my credit score go down? So if I wanted to bust another move, like that same week, 3 days later, now I'm going to look less than who I am because my credit score is impacted because I just used my credit. Like, so what the hell I got it for? See what I'm saying? So the personal credit is a game. It's still part of financial slavery that they don't explain to us. They got you feeling like, oh, I got good credit, let me go get these cars, but you still caught up now. When there's a whole nother way. That's that business credit. Let's talk about business credit. See, you use your personal credit only to be a personal guarantor for business credit. Remember, you able now, just by showing and having those records, like them 4 years of Credit Karma, and I never pulled it up, having Credit Karma to show you that, man, my youth be on my phone, and they be like deleting apps and all that so they can play games. Like, I'm like, yo, I keep swiping and swiping. I'm like, yo, my youth, the youth is wild with it. But listen, yo, but the bottom line thing is, the bottom line thing is that they you use your personal credit only to be a guarantor to, you know, for a business line. And now the difference, I'm gonna show you some differences, a contrast. Let's create a contrast between personal credit and business credit. Like for instance, business credit, let's say you do use one of your business trade lines. You go out and you swipe for $2,000. All right, number one, first and foremost, let's say this. Like business credit, the money is always bigger. So let's say you apply for a business card, and then let's just say you apply for a card, but on a personal card, let's say they would give you $2,000. On a business card, that'll be $6,000 to $8,000. You know what I'm saying? So first of all, it's more money. Right. So they ain't even telling you that. You fucking around trying to get this visa with such and such for $1,500 when you could have got American Express for the 8 bands. You know what I'm saying? You need more. Don't do that little $1,500. But you didn't know no better though. But it's all good. Think Champs is in the building. But check it out though. But look, so you get more money and you get better interest rate. You get better interest rate because it's a business. But now let's get to the real action. So now let's say you get that $8,000 that they give you, because now I'm talking about my real life. I'm using real figures. Boom, I maxed the whole thing down. I'm talking about, and guess what? How business credit go? Let's say they give you a limit of $8,000, but it's really not $8,000. Depending on how you pay your bill, them motherfuckers will fuck around and let you swipe another 3-4 racks. So your limit is 8, but they really letting you do 13, 14 just because you pay good. So now let's get back to the action I was getting at. You max. So let's say you max it all the way down to the 13. Homie, that don't have nothing to do with your personal credit. Like, that don't have nothing to do with your score. That don't have nothing to do with your credit score. as long as you pay that bill on time. Now here go the fantastic part. With business credit, homie, or you could just like the shit how they kill us with credit cards, pay the minimum. Homie, that's what you supposed to do with business credit cards. Like when you like when you busting a move with that money, you pay the minimum. So you don't got that pressure on your back. But you still just using 8 racks right now to do whatever you doing. Hopefully it's something prolific that's bringing that money back because you got to pay the bill. But you had a pressure off of your back of paying the whole thing. You could just pay the minimum, but then you get to sleep at night because it's not affecting that credit score. See, this the thing about business credit is so valuable that they not teaching us. Nigga have business credit, he ain't gonna be so stressed out. He gonna be stressed out, he gonna be a better man in the house with the kids, everything. He gonna be a better man in his community. Cause he knowing like, man, I got this 8 million, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just gonna hit different. It's gonna hit different. Yeah, homie. So now, homie, business credit is the way. Business credit is the way. And we do this by utilizing that personal credit to be a guarantor. And then the beautiful thing about the business credit is after a few rounds of getting business cards, soon you don't even need the personal credit to be a guarantor no more because now your business credit going to stand on its own. To get business credit to start, you got to have an EIN. You feel me? Yeah, but now that EIN is like it's the social security number of the business. It's going to stand on its own. And it's lovely. And just to be like real, because we on Think Champs, so we got to keep everything 1,000 out. I'm going to pull out some of the business cards too, like just for I want the camera to see. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got them all. I mean, not all, but we doing what we doing. You see what I'm saying? We got the American Express. This the one I was talking about with the 8 bands, but I could swipe it for 13. And then they got a little app on there where you could ask them like, yo, listen, man, I really want to, and this is good for business. This is important because you might have a big thing you got to do. So you just type on the app like, look, man, I want to spend 13. They be like, yeah, you good. Or they tell you, no, you're not good. And you know what I mean? But then if you make a little payment, $200-300, they be like, all right, you try again. All right, you good. See what I'm saying? So it just depends on how you pay. I got the Capital One business card. But the main thing that I really want to show, and then this is what I offer, because, you know, I'm talking about this, but I also offer a service in which I help people to get their credit and all their stuff together. But I'm also a partner with NASA. I be seeing a lot of dudes walk around wearing these NASA shirts. Homie, I'm a partner with NASA because it's all about busting moves, and I don't got no shirt. I don't got no shirt, but what happened is, you know what I'm saying, my corporation is partnered with the credit union, so now I could walk like, you know, people that I see that's really trying to do their thing. If that's the way they want to go to purchase a house or purchase a car, everybody knows it's better to do that through a credit union because you don't get those same overhead fees that you get in a traditional financial institution like a regular bank. You see what I'm saying? So now we walking our brothers and sisters who we see doing the work because God helped those that help themselves straight through like the credit union situations like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm at Lord Diligent on Instagram, 1D LORDILIGENT, and you know, the company is Full Faith and Credit, and we helping people restore their personal credit to get straight to the business credit. I know I was long-winded. I appreciate y'all hearing me out.
Do your diligence.
I just thought it was important, not just because of coronavirus, but in general, for everybody to have this information, because this is indeed the information the elitists don't want you to know. I know I said a lot.
I pray to y'all. Not to cut you, True. True, we on Instagram Live too. If anyone have any questions you want to like to ask the brother about your credit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We taking questions too. We here for you, know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's all open. It's live right now. We actually filming this for the Think Champs, you know what I mean? You'll be able to catch this episode. But definitely if one's is checking in, you want to speak on a personal topic about your credit, anything like that, you feeling, you want to ask the brother, let's build on it because that's what we're here for. This is the Think Champs. We are really helping you think about how you can function with this money in your pocket, because here what happened. You're going to get the money, it's just what you're going to do with it.
You gotta have a plan.
You know what I mean? And you got to have a plan. So let's focus on the plan right now and just, you know, we building, you know what I mean? But I wanted to break that down.
True indeed. Thank you, man. And also, too, I know I broke down a lot of information, but like the guy said, we here to answer questions, and also I make myself available. You know, the company is Full Faith and Credit. Also, Full Faith and Credit on Instagram. Full Faith and Credit, spelled out just how it is. And, you know, I'll help you on that journey because we all deserve this. But I'm going to pass the mic and say peace. I'm Lord Diligent. Thank you for hearing me. We live, y'all. Pink Champ.
A few other questions, real quick.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Can any of our brothers and sisters take advantage of this opportunity? Just any one of
Oh
us.
yeah. Of course. Like, matter of fact, the crazy part is, you know, I shot it out to Instagram, but I don't even, like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I never had a Facebook. I never had an Instagram. I never had none of that. And even I got one right now with no pictures, no posts, no nothing. But I do have shots out because I done help people build their credit up, and they already gave me shots out to a blank site, like with nothing on it. But all that's coming live. And matter of fact, this is my first time ever speaking publicly about it. That's why it was real important that I came and did that with bro, because, you know, we have a rich history together. We've been in Atlanta, and I know he's a move maker. He definitely been out here, a pillar in the community, doing all type of different artistry level aspects, you know what I'm saying, giving back and generating stuff. So I knew it would be, you know, a great connection and momentum, you know, to bring this through with bro. So I'm very grateful and thankful to be here. And we building, and we always been building. We always been here. See, that's the crazy part. Me and this man go back over 15 years. We always been here. We always been here. So yeah.
And we all will have these figure phones in a few days, few weeks. We will. We will.
Swipe one of them business cards for that.
For real.
I know I am.
Yeah, you definitely got to go first. Yeah, we back.
Yes, indeed. We black are black.
We black
Yes,
are black.
Indeed. We are in the building. So listen, we thankful, man. All
Yeah.
checking in. We are here still building, you know, because the Figures phone, which is the Freddie Figures joint, it's an amazing package to have, you know what I mean? This thing here is worth the money, you know what I mean? Like I said, this is the box it come in. You know what I'm saying? When it drop off at your house, it's like this, you know what I'm saying? And you know the Apple ain't giving you nothing like this.
Man, give him before he tell you, man. That's true, man.
This is the box. This is the box. This is like
One
a gift
phone.
that keeps on giving. Like when you bust this box here, it's like a gift on a gift on a gift on a gift on a gift. You know what I'm saying? Because it's got everything inclusive in it. Ain't nothing missing from this joint. When you get this phone here, you're going to feel like, yo, it's worth the money. You know what I'm saying? And on top of all that, you supporting your own people. I want y'all to take a pause, you know what I'm saying? While y'all got this time off, because y'all ain't got much to do. You know how it is right now, right? So sit down somewhere. Sit on your black. Remember I tell you that, because any side you sit on, it's still going to be black. You know what I mean? So sit on your black and pull up this brother Freddie Figures, right? Pull up this brother Freddie Figures and see where he come from and what he really did, you know what I'm saying? This youth is a black youth, right, that was found in a dumpster, you know what I'm saying, as a child, right? His parents threw him away in a dumpster. He was found by two elderly people who adopted him, you know what I'm saying? In their late 60s, a man and a black woman, black man and black woman adopted him, raised him up. They was old, so he couldn't play like football and all them things with him out there. So they just had him in the house, and his pops had bought him an old Macintosh computer. All right? The computer was broke. Pops bought it for $25. It was broke. The youth got some other parts from other parts of other little things, like a radio or whatnot, and fixed the computer. Right? At 12 years old, he fixed the Macintosh computer, right? Since then, the youth been working on his own, you know what I mean, building his own thing. He has 9 patents right now. Black youth, 9 patents he have, and he patented a cell phone and created the Figures 3. Yo, this phone is faster than any phone out there. You know what I'm saying? The speed is crazy. Yeah, big him up, big him up, big him up, big him up, big him up. You know what I'm saying? A walking genius out there, you know what I'm saying? So we big up the Freddie Figures for one, because he's a brilliant young man. You know what I'm saying? This is incredible across the board, because he didn't go out to China and just pick up a phone, you know what I'm saying, and say, like, this is what my people going to like, you know what I mean? And put his name on it, you know what I mean? He literally broke it down and made the phone better than any phone out there, and it's a fact that they know his phone is better than all their phones out there, but they don't big him up, you know? So what we have to do, we have to reach out and support this brother by buying his phone, you know what I'm saying? And we need to be rocking the Figures 3, you know what I'm saying, the F3 phone and connecting on that joint and come up off these people's iPhone. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not worth the time. They slowing down the speed. They doing mad things that keep I and I from really handling our business. You know what I'm saying? It's a stagnating phone. This phone is you able to multitask and do so many things at one time. It's such an amazing
Tell them
thing.
about your space link with your other phone real quick.
Oh, with the what now?
How you put your info in this phone and still had crazy space.
Oh man. Okay, so I had the iPhone, right? I had the 6 Plus or whatever, right? And the phone was working slow because I didn't have as much space in it, right? Because I had a lot of videos and a lot of pictures, right? So when I put this phone on now, and then I put the pictures that I had from my other phone, the iPhone, into this, it only took up 13% of the space that was in this phone. You know what I'm saying? So it's still, this thing come with 128 gigabytes. You know what I'm saying? Straight off the box. And it has a dual chip in it where you can use this thing in a whole next country. You can just put a chip in this joint and be overseas using the same phone.
Global phone.
Yeah. On top of that, it's waterproof, and it come with earbuds, which he called the F-buds. You know what I'm saying? On the joints, that's waterproof as well. You know what I mean? So this thing is high tech. It's worth the money. It's worth your time supporting. You know what I mean? So we got a big up once again to Mr. Freddie Figures. You know what I'm saying? Salute Freddie Figures, man. We got you, man. Because I told you, I told you before, it was a black man who created the first cell phone. You know? And y'all got to remember that. His name was Henry Sampson. Henry Sampson was the first person who created the cell phone, which was a black man. So don't forget that. Y'all just know this history. Now we got a black man who's got the best cell phone out in our time. You know what I mean? Let's big him up and support this brother, man. You know what I mean? Big him up, big him up. Yes, indeed. One black love, man. So we going to seal up this show tonight, you know what I mean? Because this is all a good show here. We going to ride out on that, because I want y'all to stay focused, you know what I mean? Hope y'all learned something tonight, man. I know I did, man. For real, for real. How to learn and build about my credit. I learned a lot about, you know what I'm saying? For real. That's amazing, man. I really appreciate you, Lord Diligence, for coming through and blocking them sounds there. No doubt, man. No doubt, no doubt. Man, much love, man. For sure, sure. So we'll see y'all in the next episode, man. And this is the Think Champs.